Hello there, neo traders. This is Dr. CK Narayan coming to you once again with yet another video. This is, I think, video number 4, and I'm going to devote this video to something that almost nobody uses, but I find it to be a great, trick of the trade when you're using the Ichimoku dashboard. And this method is called the Kumo Twist. Now, what is the Kumo Twist, etc.? Let me bring you up to speed first. For that, I have to take you to the chart first so that I can explain to you what is the Kumo Twist. Now, Kumo is the Japanese word for the cloud, right? So, Kumo Twist is the points when the clouds flip from bullish, which is the green, to the bearish, right? And back and forth. So, depending upon the moves of the stock, the cloud keeps on flipping from red to green to red to green to red to green. Like, for example, in the Nifty, it was red recently and now it's become green again. So when this changes, this is Senku span A and Senku span B. When they cross over, then this will be called as a Kumo flip. So if you notice, you have, let's say, a Kumo twist here, right? And then you have a Kumo twist here to the downside. And then you have a Kumo twist here to the upside. And then you have a Kumo twist here to the downside, right? And so on and so forth. So wherever there is a flip in the color, you can probably think of this is also a Kumo twist to the upside, and then here is a Kumo twist to the downside. Okay, so there are several Kumo twists depending upon what is the time frame of the chart. Now, in a 5 minute, this is a 5 minute chart. So very clearly, there would be several more Kumo twists which are happening in this. So if I take this to 30-minute charts, then you will not find so many, right? So here they will all fall apart, and you may have to look at a Kumo twist happening here, right? This is the one to the downside which happened, and then that is still in force. And then here is one which happened to the upside. So in a 30-minute chart, for the past few days, it just came down to just about 2 occasions when you had a Kumo twist. And here is one which has been in force for a long time, right? So that's a Kumo twist. Look where it is. I mean, you're not even able to go to the start of it. So 30 minutes, we just got two of them. And if you increase it to the hour, then again, you will have Kumo twist, which has happened here, right? So that's a Kumo twist when it became red, green. It was green, then it became an almost red, and then it again became green, and the green persisted all the way, all the way, all the way, continuing to persist till here. Finally, you have a negative Kumo twist out here. Okay, so this is what it says in the 60-minute chart. So similarly, you can find Kumo twists in the daily charts. So the Kumo bearish in the daily is also somewhere nearby. So if you just take this out here, then you have a Kumo twist here. And then if you had another one, then you had a Kumo twist here. Right, the earlier one, if you see here, that Kumo twist was out here. Okay. So that Kumo twist was out here. So you have various levels of Kumo twists, right? Depending upon the time frame of the chart. So it's very simple. What is a Kumo twist? It is when it flips from being a bearish cloud to a bullish cloud and vice versa. Understood? So now we are going to use this as a means of spotting stocks that we want to trade. Okay. So let's go right into it, and let's check if, 1 second, let me just get something going. Is this damn thing gone now? Okay, here you are. All right. So now the other thing I want to bring to your notice is that see, the Kumo is generally it's generally pitched forth into the future. Okay, and this Kumo is uh, 26 days, right? 26 days into the future. So therefore, if you take the current situation of the Kumu, which is the bullish thing, this will correspond to 26 bars at the back. Now it is defined as 26 bars for those who are using trading view. Somehow the calculation in trading view is set to 25 bars. Now, why it is set to 25 bars? Do not ask me. You'll have to ask trading view. Perhaps it starts counting from the current bar and forward. So then both inclusive, it will become 26. That is the only logic I can think of. So wherever the Kumo twist occurs, right, the signal in the price, that signal is actually occurring 26 days behind. So in some of the softwares, you will have to count back 26. In TradingView, you will have to count back 25. So therefore, if you take this Kumo twist here, all right, this Kumo twist here, what you'll have to do is take your time measure from there and then go back to 25 bars, right? So actually that Kumo twist happened signal here, which means this is the bullish Kumo twist. So your buy signal came here on this day. And then look at the nice move that you've got, right? So let's go here where the previous Kumo twist was, right? So this is the previous Kumo twist. And then, oops, if I were to take the time counter, if I go back now, 25 bars, because that is what it says in, if you take 25 or 26 bars, that is where it will show up, okay? So this is where it will show up. So the signal to buy actually came in here, okay? The signal to buy came in here. It gets reflected on the Kumo 26 bars ahead in time. All right. So did you get this? So let me put it down in text. Kumo is projected 26 bars to the future. Okay. So to find Kumo twist on the chart and the day of that signal, you will have to go back 26 bars. This is what we have done. All right. So this is what we did here. And therefore, I trust you have got this. So the same thing will happen when you do it on the daily chart or the weekly chart or any of those charts. Okay, so let me remove all drawings and okay, here is your Kumo twist, right? So this Kumo twist signal actually came 25 to 26 bars before this. So this is where you got your signal to buy. And look at that run, right? Superb run. So this is the aspect we are going to use. Look at it in the hourly chart. So here is a Kumo twist to the green side again. So if you take from here, or this never really turned bearish. Okay, let me take this one. This is the Kumo twist to the downside. So the market really became bearish from here going back to the 25th bar. So on this big down bar here, that is where you turn bearish. Now the market has fallen from there for the next hour, but then managed to pull back. This is Friday, and this was today. I'm recording this on 21st of June, Monday at 5 o'clock almost. So at the end of Monday, 21st of June. Okay, so that is where we are. And if you take the Kumo twist here to the bullish side, go to the Kumo, go back 24, 25 bars, and this is where you got your buy signal. Now, there was not much of a follow through on the buy signal, and it got tripped. That's a different matter. I will come to it, how to use it. Is this clear now about how the Kumo twist is to be measured? Now, this is if you are looking for it in the past to do some kind of a back test. Okay. Now, this is true whether you're looking at monthly or all the way down to 5 minutes. The thing remains the same. All right. So now, what do we really want to do? Because we are looking at the past only to validate some concept that we are putting together. What is really vital is what is showing a Kumo twist today, right? If there is a Kumo twist happening today, like for example, let's say this happens here, and this is the Kumo, so you got a Kumo twist here today. Now, if this Kumo twist is happening today, and this is, let us say, a bullish Kumo twist, then that means today, which is 26 bars from this Kumo twist, is where you get a buy signal, right? So that is how you can shortlist stocks wherever Kumo twist is happening. And as it happens, you can set up the signal on that chart and you are ready for a trade. Now, how to take a trade, that I will show you. Okay. So this is what is the signal that we are looking at as to what is the which are the stocks where the Kumo twist is happening today, because that is where a potential for a trade exists. And here is where we come to our Ichimoku dashboard. Now, here is our Ichimoku dashboard, right? And if you look at this in your bullish signal, right? So like I said earlier, signals and filters. So you have to look at it in signals, right? So we have been looking at the signals mainly so far. So there is one Kumo twist bullish and Kumo twist bearish. So depending upon what you want to search for, you can check on that. So once you check on that, now, like I said, it will find for you signals in whatever time frame that you want, right? So if you want something which is very short term oriented, so take 30 minutes. And then if you go and see this, it will show you Cipla, BEL, BHEL, Mindtree, etc. on the 30-minute time frame. So let's go and look at Cipla, BEL, BHEL, etc. Okay, and we are going to use the 30 minutes. So here is the 30-minute chart, and I am putting down Cipla. Okay, so because that is where we got the signal. Now here you go, right? Now this is the Kumo twist. Do you see this? I'm sure all of you can see this part. That is where the Kumo is crossed to bullish. So if you go back from here about 26 to 25 bars on the 30-minute chart, you are getting a buy signal in Cipla as the market ended today. Now see the beauty of this, that many times It will not look like a big price action item, but still the market will signal you. Now, the uh, the thing to do here is where you have to come up with the rule set. So first you spot the Kumo twist. Neo trader will do that for you. Then you need to go to your chart and set up the trade. The trade is, okay, let me just put it down. Right. So spot the Kumo twist using NeoTrader. Right. Step number 1. Mark the price, right, high. I mean, let's say this is for bullish, or low if you have a bearish Kumo twist. In the next 1 or 2 bars or candles as they follow, if prices go above for bull or below for bear, the marked price, take a trade. Stop loss 2 bar low if long, or high if short. Very tight stops. Okay, so you're going to risk very little and use trailing stop of choice if move unfolds as expected. Clear? These are the rules that we are going to use. Okay, so these are the rules that we are going to use. So now, if you come to Cipla, let me zoom this up a little. If you come to Cipla, there seems to be like a small consolidation zone. So let us set the buy signal above the consolidation zone. This is a bullish Kumo twist. So we want to look for prices tomorrow trading above this. Okay. If prices start trading above, what is this level? This level is about 960. So if prices are above 960, right, tomorrow, if they are above 960, it's easier for me to, I think, use this. So tomorrow, if it is above 960, then you buy. And what shall we use as a stop? So this is your 2 bar low. So you can put a stop here, 958. You want to give it a little more room, then you put below this, which is 956. So you make your stop 956 to 958. So that's going to be a pretty tight stop. You're going to lose very less amount of money. And that's it. So that's where you're going to buy Cipla, and that's where you're going to put a stop. And once you have this, then you are going to trail the stop. Let's say the prices move up from here and then they come down and then they move up again. Right? Wow, sorry. Prices move up. So you have your stop here. And as they go up, then you start moving your trailing stop. Now note in this Ichimoku chart, I have removed the KS line and the TS line and the CS line and all that just to produce some clarity. I've just kept the cloud on. So what you could possibly do if the price move starts is then start introducing whichever line you want. You want, let's say, a tighter stop, then you can have your Kijun Sen and then take the Kijun Sen to be your trailing stop. If you want to give it a little more room, then you have your Tenken Sen, which will be a little further away. So you can use the Tenken as the top. Depends on you how much room or how much risk you want to give as far as the trailing stop is concerned. The Kijun and Tenken called converge line and the baseline here can be used as the stop loss. Got that? So this is all there is as a as a rule and as a method. And I am assuring you that if you try this out, you will be quite surprised at the efficacy with which this one works. So this we said in the 30 minutes. So tomorrow you can be ready with all these stocks. Cipla, BEL, BHEL and Mindtree. Okay. So now if you go to BHEL, right, it's all poised to come out of futures band tomorrow. That is why today the price is already up. So here you have the Kumo Twist, which has already happened on this bar, I think, right? It has already happened in this is the 26th, which is here. So the earlier bar it would have happened, which is here. So tomorrow, if BHEL prices are above 68, this is a spot price. You can take future also, whichever suits you. If prices are about 68 in the spot, then it is a buy. And where do you put your stop? You can put your stop below this bar itself, 67, or you go to some two bars back and you put your stop at 66. Very tight stops you can use on this, mainly because sometimes there will be failures because they will go and quickly come down. So you do not want to give too much of a room. Okay. So that is why I am advocating at the beginning only a 2-bar low, or when you have a decline, then you keep a 2-bar high as a trailing stop, right? That's the way you'll have to see it. The other one we saw was BEL. So here is BEL again with a Kumo Twist. Possibly it came in here because if you take this is where the Kumo Twist was, and you take your 26th bar, it is here, or the 25th bar here. So already at the 3 to 3:30 time frame of today, BEL is on a buy mode. Okay. So BEL has flashed you a buy because it has gone above the signal bars. And therefore, you can have a stop loss either here, 147.85, or you can give it some more room. Now, how many bars you want to use, that's entirely up to you. I'm saying the bare minimum you can do is about 2 bars. All right. So, and then you allow this to run. And if you want to put a trailing stop and you want to use Ichimoku system, then you can just switch on the Kijun line or the Tenken line. Right. So now if you just extend this logic, and then let us say you want, today was the start of a new week. So you could have done this on, let's remove the 30 minute and then do this again. So Kumo Twist bullish because last week ended bearish, right? There isn't any. Right, or let me just refresh the page again once more to see that there really isn't anything. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any. So if I look for Kumo Twist bearish, and let's do a refresh on the weekly. So I'm putting off 30, 60, 1 day and 1 week, and then Kumo didn't get any Kumo bearish. That is because on the weekly there is much to do before the Kumo will twist down to bearish. So let's say instead of this we go to daily, and in daily I may get a Kumo Twist bullish today. Oh, I'm getting APLL. So if you go to the chart of APLL, Alembic Pharma, and then change the situation to daily, the chart time frame to daily. So there is a small daily crossover here. Now you can see a nice bar here, and there is a kind of a tentative crossover here. You want to make sure that this is true, then you can just check one time frame lower, which is the hourly chart on APLL. Sorry, if you go down here, I think you may find it. Yeah. On the 30-minute chart, you got APLL as a crossover. So if you have this crossover tomorrow, APLL, if it starts going above something like 1003, which is actually the daily high also. So if APLL is above 1003, then that's a stock you could look to be on the buy side for tomorrow. So at the end of the day, when you sit down to find stocks for tomorrow, this is a simple exercise to do. Open your dashboard, go to Kumo Twist, choose the time frame, check bullish or bearish as the case may be, what do you want, and then that will give you a list of stocks which you should keep a track of tomorrow. Mark the relevant high or low as the case may be, and if that is crossed, make it on your short list, keep a track of it tomorrow morning or tomorrow during the daytime when it happens. And then if the signal is cleared, and you just buy that stock or sell that stock. If you buy it 2 bar low as a stop loss, if you sell it 2 bar high behind the current bar as the stop loss on a short. For a trailing stop, use whatever method that you want to use, moving average, whatever, what's it called? There are many other, what is that variant? I just forgot the damn name. Super trend. Yeah, that's the one. Super trend. You can use the super trend. You can use parabolic SAR. You can use the Kijun or the Tenkan line, right? You can use Donchin channel, whatever. There are, 20 things that you can use to put a stop loss on, right? So that's it from me for this week, right? So I'm leaving you with yet another stuff in NeoTrader, which you will not find anywhere else. The whole idea is that I want to cut down my analysis, the time taken to analysis, and I want a software to take me exactly where the action is. See, charts cannot do that for you. You'll have to see chart by chart by chart, and by the time you come to the 20th chart, the moves are already escaped from you. So you learn to use NeoTrader better. I have put in many such small nuances and twists. Last time I showed you the CS bullish bearish. Before that, I showed you a longer term analysis, how to come up with stocks. You can follow that same pattern whether you wanted to do that and in a shorter time frame. I think we did that stock selection for the week, but you can narrow it down to once you have understood the concept, you can narrow it down to day or even the hour. You just have to play around with the time frame. And in Ichimoku, I have given a lot of things. I would state with complete authority that so much of strength is not built into any other software currently available in the world. Forget India. So I would think NeoTrader's Ichimoku Dashboard is probably the most powerful Ichimoku analysis system in the world. So it's there for you to use with your membership to NeoTrader, and I want you to take advantage of it, which is why I'm doing a multi-part series with Ichimoku. With that, I'll bid you goodbye. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you'll have a good time. Please send us the feedback of your, your experience with whatever that we are showing you here. And I would really wish that you could make a lot of money with the various things that I'm showing you. right now with Ichimoku, but we'll do it with more and more of the stuff, right? Thank you so much. Bye bye. Until next time.